getting basically annihilated. And RAW as well coming in heavy fire. It's going to be Bubbly going up against him, and Pika's got a great position there. That rock. Now, if he remains hunkered down here, he could easily be naded to oblivion. So he needs to ensure that Vishal and Joker don't find themselves in a comfortable position. The zone moving in, though, that means Bubbly, they need to make a move. They're just two players. I think the res has taken place. Not too sure. The nade is somehow not going to find Pika. So lucky. And look at his teammates pushing on in. A lovely work from Zibian. Just pushing up towards the next rock, allowing a little bit of space for Pika, but he will be spotted and finished off very quickly. But still, Wolf and Zibian alive, and they're going up against Joker and Vishal. Nades are getting lobbed in the direction of Wolf, who is barely alive on 20 points of health, and a second one will find him, and the nade reply from Zibian, a 1v1, and never mind, Zibian wipes them out. A perfect nade to clutch out the 1 versus 2, and that is going to be it for them. Team Bubbly to survive a very, very deadly server with 2 kills to their name. And look at I8 XP, they're barely alive. They're trying to crawl on in. Blade, you need to run, buddy, and he's gonna be a little too late. XP and the zone and the bullets from Vibes are gonna make very, very quick work of I8, and Vibes with an easy wipe, and Bubbly as well hitting the ground.
Gonna be left to their own demise now. Wives are going to be coming in hot as well, as all teams are just crisscrossing one another, trying to find a suitable patch of grass or a big sturdy tree to hide behind.
A sturdy tree, yeah, but you know, trees can't really protect you from every angle. The bullets somehow. Meanwhile, 7C, I haven't even seen them so far, but they've been eliminated. Deadeye's guys are in such a good position, XP, but 3 members seem to be knocked down, 2 members actually. And this is just a battle of attrition between multiple teams. DRS though, XP, they've been a couple of players knocked down, but I believe the reses have taken place. Stalwart, meanwhile, 2 players knocked, just 1 man remaining, and Rated Sir is going to be found by A1 Esports. A1 Esports, they've been fighting their way all the way from outside the zone, and Sinister has got a lot of work to do. If he drives on through Deadeye's guys, he could potentially get so many more kills. He knows they're in the smoke, but he needs to win the duel. He spots a player out outside. He needs to find on top here, and in the smoke, he's gonna find on top.
Oh my
goodness! Clutches it out, and Deadeye's guys, they still stay alive, but look at how low they are, XP. 1 HP, 1 stray bullet from anyone, from Ozzy especially, could seal the deal here for Deadeye's guys, but a priority right now for Ozzy is get the res for his teammate. That is extreme, because right now, they're just 2 men standing, but XP, look at the players. DRS are focused on Praveen. And Praveen, oh, never mind. DRS is so aware. XP, Praveen's going to be taken out. The nade is going to find him. And it's a 1 versus 4 Shifu. They know exactly where he is, XP. At DRS, they're moving in for the kill. It's going to be an 11-kill chicken dinner to kick off the South Asia Season 4 finals for DRS, who will be the champions of the first game. Get the chicken dinner, and they look so bloody.
Chicken dinner for the side of the DRS, but very close to them with 23 points is going to be Deadeye's guys. Following them is going to be Vibe Esports with 21. Yeah. So a good
truck. What the hell is that? Spider-Man, rather. Literally driving down vertically on that cliff wall, and he's still going around in the party van. The guy has... listen, I don't know how that van is able to carry him with testicles that big.
Right,
but
he's
right,
in good mood.
He's finally alighted. He's repositioned himself, and he's alive. Great job from him, and he somehow snuck himself. He's kind of somehow managed to sneak himself between 3 members of Vibes, and they've
side of the hill in the nick of time, whereas the circle is going to be shifting any second, and this could be problematic. I like how dead in the center, lovely circle, because dead in the center we have the only few compounds left in the zone now, and we have potentially 3 teams in close proximity to one another. Now Deadeye's guys, I'm expecting some bullets to come in from the back, but it looks like Vibes are going to make it to safety. However, Smokey is going to be lying in wait for them, and they have been caught by the vehicles. Jiggle is going to get caught out. He goes down. Praveen does fire. He does manage to save the day, but from distance, it is going to be blah, blah, blah from RAW that comes in and makes sure Praveen is the last man standing for his team.
That was some really cool park.
Score come from?
Well, right now, where are R2B coming from? They're taking a fight to Stalwart Esports. So down to a 2-man squad, just 1 kill to the name, XP. And amongst all the commotion, mind you, Zeus as well got wiped out, but we even failed to notice that because of how hectic it's been. But what a spray from Frack Boy! That's a laser beam. Bullets just perforating the members of Stalwart Esports, who I do believe are down to a 1-man squad. They need to get the res. Pika needs to pick up his teammate. They're right at the edge of the circle. As High Voltage now having to go up against the Pakistani side of I8 Reviews. He spots them out. He's kind of the recon guy, and he's going to fall on back. He's conveyed exactly where his opponents are, grouping up with his teammates, and they're all going to start bombarding High Voltage with the nades that they should definitely have in their backpacks.
They definitely should. Now, High Voltage actually do have a little bit of an upper hand unless IA decides to push up on their position. And talking about IA, they are going to be seeing Seal in the distance. A few shots have been let loose, but Uzam is going to come under fire. Oh, and he takes cover behind that trunk in the nick of time. Now, Seal Esports, they do have the high ground, but sooner or later, they are going to have to come down. So what they need to do right now is make sure the boosters are on a high as Crypto. I mean, that is just problematic. I do believe he was the distraction, but he is going to pay a heavy price as Havoc goes down. Now, Ozzy and Extreme are going to come under fire. Extreme could be the wild card over here, as all attention is going to be on Ozzy. sees that vehicle is going to go boom, and with it, Aussie goes down as well.
The blue's moving in. The blue is moving in, and it's behind I8. So even though there's one member alive for high voltage, he could do a lot of good work, but he will be found out and finished off real quickly there. And I8 lose a man, but they're able to wipe out high voltage from the server. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that is perfection. That is beautiful from RAW. The last man standing for RAW and blah, 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 blah. He finishes off the entirety of the squad. Brilliant stuff. Goodbye, Deadeye's guys. However, XP now is alone. And Future Station, they're moving in and they have all 4 players alive and kicking. But first, they're going to be taking a few shots in the direction of Trained to Kill.
I8, although they're just outside the circle, oh boy, they know exactly that they are pinned down. They are going to have to take the dash for it away, but it looks like Red Fuse is caught out. I would have expected some smokes to be popped out and a little mad dash in the vehicle, but again, maybe the utilities ran out, and with that, down to the final 3 teams.
I love how blah, blah, blah was the one to get the kill, right? And now Future Station like, wait, what's happening over there? Who's this one hiding amongst all these little huts? And they're going to be moving in for the hunt. That is an opportunity for Wally to head on down. Instead, he's going to try and heal himself. He's got a lot of first aid kits to work with and blah, blah, blah. He is going to try and dodge these players. As he spotted out, it looks like he has made are going to be sailing over his head. He will finally meet his maker, and that is going to be it. 12 kills for RAW. Wally trying to delay the inevitable for as long as humanly possible. But ladies and gentlemen, Future Station XP for a change. It's not one member alive in the final circle, a full squad, and that is going to be it. And they will get a chicken dinner. Only 5 kills, but doesn't matter when you get those 15 placement points.
Being drawn slowly and steadily from one game to the next. Let's move on and have a look at that storyboard. That's going to be the overall rank, and which will be dictating what team is going to be leading the chart. And as Ocean was mentioning, that guys certainly do find themselves up on top with the 10 points that they were able to walk away with in this Miramar game.
Aussie, but with everyone at the door, just huffing and puffing, trying to blow it down, can Bublu hold their ground? One member remaining, I believe, and it's gonna come...
Wait a second!
He just ran past him! He didn't spot the next to what is going on! And now he's gonna finish him off! It's now a 1 versus 2 next. He's got an M249. This is doable, man.
He should have been shot in the back. They have kind of turned the tables around for themselves, but Zibiana is going to go down.
Oh my
Pika
god.
needs to administer that first aid again. That big BFG in his hands could be the game changer.
Oh boy.
Only 59 rounds left. He cannot go in for the reload. As Balu G is going to come in, but he's going to spot him out early with some precision shots. Sliver of HP on himself, but he gets the job done. And with that,
Baba, well, ooh, this is rough. I mean, it's in his name. He is the clutch maestro, and he's gonna get a knock. Sliver of HP, 1 shard, 1 piece of shrapnel, and you will be knocked down. And that is gonna be it for Future Station. The chicken dinner winners from map number 2 will bow out with 0 points to their name. And unfortunately for the map of Sanhok XP, there is no future. They will be put down into the ground. I8 keeping 4 members alive, as well as A1 Esports now inside of that house like 4 little piggies, surrounded by the wolves in the form of T2K.
well, hopefully those wolves aren't going to be huffing and puffing and blowing all the houses away. It's going to be the other way around because the wolves are coming in their tracks. So Yo does get one. 9boy goes down. That is beautiful cover from his teammates as well. Now he should not go for the finishes. In fact, he almost gets another knock, but it's not going to be enough as Dante is going to put him down on the ground. Now Jane's position is given away. Legend's position is given away. Jack might come out at the time. Does lay down some shots. In fact, they have 2 members. T2K are going to be biting into A1 Esports, and judging by what I'm seeing right now, they are being ripped apart. Forget being ripped apart. These people have been put 6 feet under, and again, a lot of questions need to be answered, but boy, oh boy, this is amazing PUBG action as now action continues on the other front. Stalwart going up against Highball.
Why don't you love Sanhok, people? This is what you get when you see Sanhok as a map. It's action back and forth. We're not even at the 10-minute mark, and look at this. Stalwart now. 2 members knocked down. It is a 2 versus 2, I do believe, for the side of High Voltage and Top. Extreme spotted by Top. He's gonna get the knock. Now, what does Top do? Does he go for the res, or does he try and go for the hunt? Wadu might just be trying to go for a long flank all the way around, but Apex has arrived to the party, XP. So it's not going to be easy at all here for the final remaining member of High Voltage. Wadu is going to give away his position as well, rattling off a number of bullets, but not quite able to confirm the kill. Still a 1 versus 2. Apex Molotov out, but he could get pushed here, and it's a slight health advantage for the final member of High Voltage. He's going to go for the spray. Another knock now, and it's going to be another knock taking place, but he won't be able to get the squad wipe. A valiant attempt coming in from Wadu, but need to ensure that I still going to be sticking around here, but eventually with the circle moving in, XP I8 are going to be evacuating the premises, and that means Rated Sir needs to make a move now. He's still sticking around, and now is his time to just leg it.
Beautiful. Now, Raiders has got to keep one thing in mind. Now, he might go for a few shots on AJ. That is something he should avoid, because if he gives his position away that, you know, he's actually on top of the quarry, that is where I8 are going to be basically doing a little bit of a U-turn, but looks like Raiders says, like, forget AJ. I see I8 in the distance, and he is going to pop a few shots in Blade as he gets taken down. Now, it is going to be the tables turn on I8 as they are going to be shot in the back, trying to make it to safety, but AJ does take down Raiders. He does go down as well, courtesy of the play zone, but now, Blade, all hopes for Deadeye's guys are going to be on Top's shoulders, who should be out there in the
I can't even see him on my map. No, that's it. He's too in deep. The entire gamble there was Raider would make his way inside his zone. The moment he got knocked down, there was no chance of a res coming in, but incredible effort from Deadeye's guys. They played that magnificently, considering what a rough spot they were in, but XP were down to the final 7 teams left inside of the zone. Most of them are actually not even inside of the zone, apart from 7C, and 18 players left alive. I8 in a bit of an uphill battle against Vibes, who are harassing them with nades, and I8 decide they're going to be taking a different route into the play zone. But the problem here is XP, they are exposed. Not much cover on that particular side of that hillock, but fortunately for them, no one's taking any shots.
White with the counter. They kind of anticipated this, but looks like 70's fair is going to be a one-man army in the house, as he does take down a couple of White members, but unfortunately is going to be taken down instead from Assassin. Now, IA do kind of jump on the position, on the situation. They realize that, Vibes just lost a couple of their members again. A little bit of a blunder, if I may say so, because, Vibes are only going to be survived by one man, and in the blink of an eye, oh my, how tables have turned. Now, Barrel could be in a position for a free kill, because Mr. Topper assumed that the room was his. It was all empty, but it is what it is, and Le Baron is going to come out with that kill, as 7C are going to bid us adieu right now. Vibes jiggle up against 4 members of IA. Stalwart on one side, he gets Stalwart. Now he asserts his attention to IA. Question is, can he do something? Because, well, it looks like an uphill battle.
It is, but it's Jiggle, man. I've seen this guy pull off some of the most ridiculous things in the past, so maybe we still believe in him. Stalwart seems to be done for. Wizards with Vibes in the distance, getting a shot at as well. Delta has been knocked down, and I8 are right now, XP, they're the king of the hill. They're playing capture the flag on the tippity top, and they're just mowing everyone down. Wizards with Vibes in the distance. They're having to try and run through a wall of lead in the direction, as res will take place inside that little compound, that little house, and Pika as well from Stalwart Esports. So 2 Mongolian teams still in contention, as Wizards with Vibes, great nades, and a great shot from Malik to find Blade and Crypto, and suddenly the tables have turned.
The tables have turned. Now, IA, they did have the higher ground. However, they are going to be exposed, as Baron is going to probably spot Uzum out. It is going to be an exchange. Either Uzum gets Baron or Baron gets Uzum, but Uzum is going to just crawl his way out, as WZ. We are making the move. The Wizard with Vibes get the higher ground now. Reaper bot is like a bot right now. He needs to get the souls for the afterlife, as he is going to be pushing up on IE's position. Malik, on the other hand, is going to be lobbing a grenade on IE's position. He might just cast them off guard. In fact, force them into a little bit of a corner. But if they make it to the house, it is going to be game over for Wizards with Vibes. Stalwart Esports Pika, on the other hand, is going to scum to the blue zone, or not, because the first aid does come in, but it is a 3-1 situation as of right now. Meanwhile, Seal Esports, again, still in the gameplay, has been very quiet.
I don't know what he's planning right now. He can still make a move for it. He can still make a run. He's very, very close by, but it looks like he's just going to try and heal himself and try and play the waiting game. Yeah, Pika's just given up trying to take this fight, as I8, even though they got the knock XP, the res will be coming on in, and Pika just going to be using all the first aid kit he's got, and this is the final one. So what's he going to do right now? Make a run for it? I don't think he's going to be able to make it, as Uzum's going to be rattling off a multitude of bullets into the direction of those 2 players. He knows where Rules is. He doesn't know exactly where he is. However, Pika, applying the bandage, is trying to delay the inevitable for as long as possible, but he will fall. And Baron, I don't even know how he's doing it, but he is braving the blue for as long as he can. 2 more kits to work with, and he will fall here, XP. They're going to get a 3rd position, and who's going to get a chicken dinner? Anyone's guess. I8 Blade being very, very brave. XP out in the open. He's being the bait for his teammate to rattle off shots from above. Ruby's been spotted out as well. He doesn't have cover, but he somehow still is going to get a knock. Blade going in for the frag, and I8's going to wipe them out. Baron is still alive in a sliver.
Again, they've come so close. If we could give away a prize for most 2nd position finishes, I8 would definitely take it. But right now,
play from I8 Esports, that certainly works in the favor for this team. 27 points is what they're able to accumulate from the Sanhok game. And then you've got the other teams who, well, again, I mean, talk about the
is Wizards with Vibes, after a really valiant effort, have finally fallen down, and well, at 13th position.
Exactly. Take a look at extreme spots at Clarity Bubblu. Takes quite a bit of shots, doesn't really connect to any though, but now this is where he finds a few player out in the open, and he's not going to let them go like that. Subiando with a return fire, that's a good reply from his side. He takes him down instantly. Ozzy, he has so much info being revealed to himself, also at the same time to his teammates. But the problem is his teammate is knocked out, and there's no way he's going to be able to get the rest back up onto him, so that's going to be leaving high voltage with just that one last man alive. It's going to be Ozzy. Now DRS. Spot at Clarity Bubblu making that quick rotation inside the zone. The vehicle was almost about to blow up, but finally it happens. But Clarity Bubblu with quite a decent amount of kills, 6 kills for themselves. They also take a leave inside the lobby, but the problem is they're able to do it successfully. That's the huge question. The circle shift out in the open. That means each and every single team inside the zone or inside this late game, they're quite unsettled.
Looks like we are quite unsettled. Now we've got DRS in a collision course against Rot. They've definitely spotted them out. However, Sada falls down to the play zone. No, that's not happening, as DRS still have all the players alive. They're doing pretty well as the circle has shrink down. 7C still in good contention, but talk about Starward. Well, they definitely have their survival game on point.
Exactly. Same thing with Deadeye's guys. Just looking so good. Take a look at how much control of the zone also they have at the same time. They're controlling the entire right side of the zone. That's huge. They're also kind of split up in the 2-2 split. They're looking quite good for now. But DRS, instead, if he waits for these two teams to fight against each other, that's when things can be a little bit more difficult. But with that smoke, he also gives his position away. But he doesn't have any other choice. He also needs to make it inside the circle as quick as possible, because this one's going to be chunking quite a lot of damage out. And finally, the fight breaks out. It's going to be DRS versus Deadeye's guys. They finally meet each other. Shifu Sir is going to be the man who falls down. AJ's left quite low, including Nima. Gelsen's the only one who's looking healthy.
He certainly is, but DRS, they're against their backs. But can Deadeyes finish them off? That's the big question over here, as they've lost one man for themselves. As AJ's gonna take a flurry of bullets, and there you go, on top, managing to secure that knock. As Crack gets another, and it's the last player, Nima, surviving. And well, there comes the push, and Deadeyes, there you get it, the finish coming out. But Pika enjoys himself, having the better of the circle. Deadeyes have snuffed the chicken dinner, and they're gonna get that final kill anytime soon and get it home.
Oh, they're looking for the final kill. They're searching for Pika. Pika well aware of their positioning. Deadeye's guys still do have one man knocked out, but no, Pika being spotted out, he can't really do.
And have a look at what V2 anticipate from the first page.
Oh, they get their position there. They get their first position. The circle imploding on itself. The center, however, being taken over by Zeus. They need to find themselves.
Wipes out the game, and that's what exactly happens, Fixes. That's an unfortunate ending for them. R3D now in a fight against Clarity Bubble. They do have the clear high ground advantage. To be honest, the man in the clotheslines, Joker probably will find him, and yes, he does.
Oh, he certainly does. And now, you know, we've got R3D. We were talking about this lad, and rather this team, you know, having the potential to maybe get a chicken for themselves. Now, well, they've started off in a really good manner, but now they find themselves in a whole world of trouble as Zeus, well, they seem to have struck at R3D as the players are getting knocked down one after the other, and they somehow need to heal up as A1 Esports is in contention with Princess with Vibes, with Dante already getting knocked out due to a grenade.
Oh, that's a great nade from the side of Wizard of the Vibes. Again, one of those teams that we have our eyes out for. They haven't really been that. And also now, Future Station is the one who goes down as well in this kind of a late game situation. So many fights breaking down. It's really hard to keep track of those. But the circle as well shifts out in the open. Deadeye's guys have found themselves in luck. But still, these two Mongolian teams, they might just go head-to-head against each other. And talking about Visited Vibes, that's going to be it for them. They get wiped out by Vibes.
Yep, and that was really quick. But we've got another engagement as the Mongolians, Zeus and Seal. Seal have been looking really promising. Now, the only question is nobody else going to join this fight? Because the way they're going to engage against each other, it's going to...
They do hear so much info. They do hear those footsteps that Zeus are making. But again, Zeke, he does have that cross. He's making sure no one's crossing through. But finally, Icy's going to be finding a little gap to sneak inside. This leaves Icy, the only man alive, with just a sliver of health. Seal able to get their fourth man back up on his feet. This leaves the situation in a 1-on-3 situation. And well, Icy finally goes down with that nade.
Help from the players of 7C, the way they initiated, but well, it's better because they've managed to finish off at the 7th position, a climb, right? And that's something that we can live with. But A1 Esports, really nice situation against I8, and they've got to get that rest back onto it. Dante, because Jaxie's been wiped out. They need the numbers in the final few phases, and the circle has shifted again. Now, Deadeyes, they possibly can pull it off, and they've got a chicken dinner already, can get the second one of the day, and all they got a chicken dinner already, can get the second one of the day. And all they have to do is play the cards right. But that same thing goes for Reviews as he just absolutely decimates two players of A1 Esports with just one grenade. And Blade, escaping up on the gun, will get punished by Sinister as he gets one more.
This is where huge mistakes are being made. And A1 Esports easily capitalizing onto it. And I8, they're not going to be happy. They did find a good opening. They did find a good head start inside that previous fight, but still they managed to screw things up. And as I mentioned, they're not going to be spared. But DRS getting caught off guard out in the open. Vibes are the one who have clear line of sight onto them. The smokes are there to make sure at least try and shroud themselves up, but it's not going to be enough. Complete is the man who's unleashing hell onto them, and that's so unfortunate. Mafia Ninja being caught off guard, being caught in that vehicle explosion. He falls down as well, and this leaves DRS with just a two-man squad. And Deadeye's guys, well, they're also showing themselves up on those kill feeds, and Vibes, they're having a hell of a game today, Fixes.
They certainly are. But Deadeyes, who do they go after first? As Assassin is going to take quite some bullets. but he's going to still remain alive as Assassin responds with a grenade of his own, and I8 are eliminated.
Out of the play zone, that's going to be it for DRS in third position again, being so consistent inside the game. Now this leaves Vibes and Deadeyes, guys, the two teams alive. They're probably going to be moving in. That nade was quite detrimental, did do a lot of damage on the Jiggle. But he retreats, he falls back, he's probably going to be healing himself back up. Stuns and nades, each and every single piece of utility being utilized in the final fight. And hey, why not? This is the final stage of the moment. This is the final stage of the game. And you might as well use everything you have against your opponents. At this point, probably throw stones if possible. But now Assassin pushes in against Deadeyes, guys. No one anticipated this flank coming through from his side. And look at this. Assassin with style finds two, is looking to get the third one. But Probeen and Assassin both fall down. This leaves Jiggle, the only man surviving with such less HP fixes.
And he's got to do entirety of the carrying OBS. He's been spotted OBS. Jiggle still spraying down with his up. Does manage to steal the kill though. And there you have it. Team Vibes surprising
They just get a really good position. Now out of 5.
where Circle is going to head. And Clarity Bubble, they haven't really been having quite a good day either. As well.
Mansion.
The Circle shifting towards the eastern side. Now, we did touch upon it, right? We did mention that, Deadeye is holding down the position, which did manage to secure one of their few chicken dinners that they've got throughout the league stages so far.
Yeah, definitely. But this is where the circle shift kind of coming in through. I feel like this might just be that jungle circle behind Mansion. Those are also one kind of like those areas which I would like to see, because there's so much cover to lay around. You can prone down in those high grasses and wall the hold on. That's a great knock. But what? Danny moved out. He ejected.
His vehicle is burning. I mean, that was pretty much the case. But I believe we've got another fight. A1 Esports going up against R3D. They're being butchered.
Oh, they are. Dante has been taken down, but again, it's a 3-on-2 situation. Again, now, scratch that. It's a 3-on-1 situation. Joker's the only man left alive, but he's getting bombarded down by the nades, and he falls down as well. He can't do much. He was left with, like, just 1 HP.
Realize these are the grand finals. They're putting on a show up till now. High voltage, realizing Clarity Bubble being
breaking down. It's going to be between Stalwart Esports and I8. I do want to get my eyes onto it, because these are two big teams, right? I mean, I8, they're having a fantastic day. And Stalwart Esports, I mean, going head-to-head against I8. That's quite cool, but hold on. Circle shifting out in the open. It's not even behind Mansion. It's just, like, out in the open on the right side. And Avon Esports are smack center of it.
They certainly are. They're going to be enjoying themselves. But we still have a few more curveballs to be hit. And, the circle can go absolutely anywhere. And that makes the final so interesting as Clarity Bubble, they're on a mission of their own and have not really been having quite an eventful day as they march in. And Otzi has taken quite some damage. And
don't exactly know that Ozzy's on the other side of the wall, so he's being safe for now with those nades, but there's another nade that is sailing through right next to him. Might just catch him, but no, it's going to be the answer instead. We do know there is a little disadvantage, but that Uzi in those close ranges, yeah, it's going to be shredding Ozzy down to pieces. He goes down, and now High Voltage, they're also left with a 3-man squad. Now, this is where the man advantage has been equalized and perfectly played by Clarity Bubble in that situation. I feel like High Voltage should stay together.
Yeah, they certainly have to. Yeah.
Yep.
Considering the situation, considering the engagement that they're in. Zipion, that was a beautiful grenade coming out of him, and Clarity Bubble have been playing this picture perfect, as they will manage to tend to confirm those kills, but that goes not in their direction, as Teen Wolf also charges in, but Wadu says not today. He is in sublime form, now in a 1v1 situation against Pika that we have in front of us, who apparently has spotted out, Wadu's position. Now he's going to close in on him, but is he going to get the final kill?
He definitely can try and get the final blow. He's wrapping around the house, and finally he does realize Wadu moves in the nick of time. He also had the reds probably quite done as well, but Pika, no! Because he prone down in front of him.
Vehicle and DRS, one after the other, they are done.
They are done, and Raw, man, I absolutely love, even Raw, they're doing quite a great job, considering the fact this is just the first day. They can try and rack up a few more points even on the later days, but now Circle again shifting on Avon East. Rotation right next to I8. Again, this is not really a good choice, because I8 now, they're going to be having their eyes locked on the Raw, blah, blah, blah. But again, he should have a better chance to win this fight, and yes, he does. He takes both of them down.
This man, the moment he's gone after Zeus, he is definitely feeling himself, but
not out. That's going to be it for RAW being eliminated in the 8th position right next to them. Future Station also gets eliminated in 7th position. So many teams are falling apart, but it's fine. These are quite decent positions that you can at least go down safely at this point in time. This is why still
on a good note, but look at Ron. They've managed to secure 14 kills, Necro.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous. That's insane. That's mental.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. And that's what happens when you take down a team like this. But hold on. Visiting Vibes now is challenging a head-on-head fight against Stalwart Esports, and that's not a team you want to challenge a fight like that. They do have a massive firepower, and this is why Stalwart Esports just easily rolled them over. They come out on top in that fight. This leaves Visiting Vibes in such an uncomfortable spot because Reaper Bot is now... man is under close contestation.
Oh,
And
there you
that
go.
nade is going to be sealing the deal on Reaper Bot. As I mentioned, they do have a massive firepower, and you can't just challenge a fight against Stalwart Esports like that.
They definitely are the Yellow Assassins. The way they're just gonna be absolutely decimating their opponents. They're gonna stop at nothing. But maybe Malik could stop at their endeavors, as he's got to go up against Pika as well. Now Stalwart, they've taken quite some heavy chunk of damage, and Pika being behind the hills, he's out of harm's. The circle is favoring you. Just stay inside of that and let the chaos, the anarchy happen throughout the map, and respond when you need it. Right now, with this sort of circle shift, A1 Esports, they're feeling comfortable.
Is the only man alive in this late game of situation. This nade comes in
Oh.
through, is taking a lot of damage from the back lines. And well, top falls down from Sinister. A1 Esports kind of helping Visit the Vibes out unknowingly. And Malik and Delta, well, they have found themselves quite a lot of free passes to move in, and that's where they make a safe rotation inside the zone. But A1 Esports are taking a lot of shots onto them.
Yeah, they definitely are. As a frag, indeed, from Dead Eyes has managed to spot Malik down, and Sinister, I believe, will be putting the final nail in the coffin. And no, it's going to be Rated who does that. But A1 Esports, well, they pay back. And there you have it, right? A1 Esports really inching close in a 3v1 situation, and
Oh my
Rated
God.
all by himself, exposed, vulnerable, but still manages to put quite some fight up.
Yeah, he has managed to take one player out of A1 Esports. This leaves him in a 1-on-2 situation. This should give him also a little bit more comfort level inside this fight. He does have a decent amount of cover for himself. But again, he is also quite vulnerable. It's a 1-on-3 situation. I'm expecting them to at least go and stick the res onto Sinister, and that's what they're exactly doing. 9boy sticking the res onto Sinister. The nade was there in the close lines, but wasn't really up to the mark.
Those smoke walls, they're going to do whatever it takes to take down Rated over here. They're still fearless, and he's going for.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, Ocean.
Exactly.
Is there a-
exactly.
I just hope that spoiler that you were talking about earlier stuck to that like a glue. So that consistency is definitely helping them. But of course, as Ocean said, we need